Hi, this is Ms. Harkness, and this video is for Eureka Module 4, Lesson 4, where we are looking at how to write and solve a linear equation. So up here at the top for review, you're going to match the verbal phrase to the expression using lines or colors, right? So you could like highlight this pink and then highlight this pink, or however you want to do it. Now in review 2, you're probably going to need those tables that are provided for you in the notes. We are going to convert these phrases into expressions. When you see the word difference, that means subtraction. More than means addition, and so you can do the rest of these here for review. Now, when we're doing a word problem, we want to read everything twice, underline, plan, and solve. For these word problems, it isn't dealing with something called consecutive, which means numbers in order, such as 1, 2, 3, or 10, 11, 12, or as you can see on example 1A, 123, 124, 125. And while you could guess and check, there's actually an algebraic way to figure these out, where you would identify X as the first number and build from there. So here we're taking a closer look. You can see that X is the variable, right? So that's this X. And then that variable, like I said, we're looking for a 372. So probably somewhere in the hundreds. So if that's 100, this would be 101. That is combined here. And then the last bit, 2 more than that initial number, would be right here. So in the math here in purple, you can just see the mathematician combined like terms and then did inverse operations to find what's technically the smallest number, and then you would just count up from there. It behaves very similarly when you're dealing with consecutive even or consecutive odd numbers. You still have your starter number. So this says that 3 consecutive even integers is 90. So you have your first number, but what if like the middle, we can see the answers 18, 20, and 22, right? So let's say you guess that it's 18. Well, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, that is all skip counting with even integers. That's why you're seeing a +2 and a +4. Again, you set it up, combine like terms, inverse operate, and then you're good. So do your best to attempt exercise 1A and 1B showing your work, okay? Even if you use guess and check on a calculator and you figure out what the numbers are, attempt the equation here. Example 2 says the larger of 2 numbers is 4 more than the smaller number. The sum of the numbers is 74. What are the numbers? Take a moment to review this problem and then try exercises 2A and 2B. Example 3 says the sum of 13 and twice a number is 7 less than 6 times the number. What is the number? Now this is our first equation where we're seeing variables on both sides. So again, review the work on example 3 and attempt exercise 3 showing all work. For reference, this symbol on exercise 3 means congruent, and the symbols on top is the symbol for segment. So it says the length of segment AB is 4 more than 3 times some number. The length of segment DE is 12 less than 7 times the number. If they are equal, what are the lengths? Take a look at example 4. The measure of angle A is 9 more than 6 times the number. The measure of angle B is 30 less than 9 times the number. A sequence of rigid motions maps angle A to angle B. What are the measures of each angle? Now, rigid motions maintain congruence, so if we're dealing with a translation, a rotation, or a reflection, we are dealing with equal angles here. And you will see that here in the purple before you move on to your final set of exercises in 4 and 5. Again, try your best, submit what you have, and enjoy.